So Capcom brings back our favorite badass Dante in the reboot to the series DMC Devil May Cry, this time developed by Ninja Theory. But will this more controversial take on the story plus emo-looking Dante turn away gamers, or is it exactly what the franchise needed?
Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the GamerNerdz. I'm Manny.
And I'm Tess.
And we're bringing you DMC, or should I say Devil May Cry. 5th installment in the franchise. They're bringing you back with a new revamped story and Dante revamped as well. The new twist on it and a new look and everything.
Dante is revenging his mother's murder and you're following him through the whole process of it. And I believe that the whole new look of Dante is a little bit symbolic to how they changed the story as well. I didn't actually think I would like this game as much as I did. I was a little bit skeptical about it. Right off the bat, the whole way that it starts off is a little badass. Got me hooked right away.
If you're an old fan, a new fan, it's got a new vibe to it. It's gonna make you embark right away into Dante's crazy story.
I find it really easy for newcomers to just jump into the storyline.
It just confused me a bit at first because I played the previous Devil May Cries, and since it's like a renewal of the story, I was expecting certain things, but it all comes together in the end. I like the fact that they have these interesting characters like Mundus, the main key into the story, talks about where Dante's from.
It really goes in depth to his background. That's for newcomers that never played the game before, that can really get the whole life of Dante.
We both enjoyed the story. Moving on into gameplay. What's great about this game, it is fun and addicting, combos, button mashing and everything, but I do have a downside to it. It does feel a bit repetitive, but with the new look and everything to the game and the story, it gets you highly addicted to it. I'm not gonna go into the music right now, but the music and everything put together makes you want to keep playing. You have like an adrenaline rush while you're going through the game, just killing multiple demons and using multiple weapons, which makes it high-packed in action.
It's a great beat 'em up. New enemies as well. Throughout the game, you get all your new weapons and you learn how to use them, and you actually get so many that you're using every button.
There are certain special rooms you don't have access to until you acquire these weapons, which are further on in the game, which gives DMC a good replay value.
I actually like the combat with just the regular enemies over the bosses. It became a little boring at times because it's so repetitive. The bosses just seem like as soon as you feel like you're almost over it, it continues on and never ends.
Yeah, they're not as hard, the bosses. You don't have to put much combos into it or anything. It's more timing than anything else.
Yeah, it's more timing. It's not as much as a challenge. It's not fun.
But they look good.
Yeah.
Interesting bosses. That's all I could say on that.
So slight change to the control for the weapons of this game. Other than going through the menu, you can cycle through them on the D-pad. This time around in DMC, there's not as many puzzles as the other ones, the previous ones.
True.
That's
Great that you brought that up. I completely forgot about that. No, but there's actually only, I'd say, one puzzle to the game. As you cycle through certain levels, you'll have certain challenges to do.
Certain doors you can open, and there's little bit challenges in there, but there's not really a big puzzle like there is towards the end of the game.
They pretty much remove that. What I dislike about combos now in this new Devil May Cry is that they're hard to continue because you do have enemies where you have to use angel weapons and the other one where you have to use demonic weapons, which make it a little bit harder, but also create a stoppage to your combos, I find.
The aerial jump scenes just get so repetitive that I just want it to be over with, especially at the end of the game. I had a little bit problem with the camera angles. Sometimes you're fighting behind walls, it blocks your vision where you can't even get out of it. You have to really run out. You only notice it at the end of the game, you were saying?
Yeah, only at the end of the game.
When a gate got in the way of the final boss.
All right, moving on to graphics, looks, the sound, what you got?
Graphically, I thought it was beautiful. The colors changed a little bit. It's not as dark and gothic as the other ones. Everything looks like it was put through like an Instagram filter a little bit. Just changed it up.
Maybe that's what they inspired themselves from.
I preferred it sometimes because on my TV it's so dark I can't see.
She doesn't know what HDMI is.
I do.
She's still on coaxial. You know, you screw it in. They put a new swag on it. The game kind of puts you in a feel like a nightclub that's playing like hardcore electro-industrial music mixed with dubstep, because you do have Combi Christ and Noisia that's backing up the soundtrack of this game, which gives it an amazing feel as well. Like I said, adrenaline pumping.
I found that the music was really fitting. More fitting towards Dante's new character. Like that's something he would listen or that was playing in his mind as he was in combat.
Overall, the soundtrack and the visuals of this game really kill it. It's like if you're playing it on LSD mixed with any other drugs. Not that I know of these drugs, but flashing lights.
The change in music as soon as you get into the boss battles or you're getting into combat really kind of amps you and pumps you up for that as well. You'll notice when you start to play how the music changes.
They switch it up between, like I said, those two artists because they do bring two different vibes. Something controversial that not too many people are happy about, the opening scene of the game where Dante is in a very Jose situation.
I thought it was badass. Depends what kind of games you play, but it goes with Dante's new look.
Something else that that people were not too happy about was Dante's new look. First of all, his hair is all black, not white. There is a little scene where you kind of have a reference to the old game.
I like his new look. I had some eye candy to stare at for once in a game, so I was good with that.
He wasn't eye candy for me, but he was fun to play with as a character.
You had some eye candy through the game.
I did
So.
Actually. You look at the cinematics, the way it was filmed and everything, the camera angles, it gives it a look like you're actually there with them in each scene that goes down.
So overall, I loved this game. I'm really glad that I took the time to play it and go through everything with it. The combat styles were beautifully executed. The changes didn't bother me whatsoever, so do not let the changes stop you from playing this game.
I was not looking forward to DMC. I was pretty much done with this franchise. I gave it a chance, picked up a copy, and enjoyed it all the way through. Great sound, great graphic, great combat, great gameplay. You could go back and play it again on different difficulties. You'll enjoy it, so why not?
So thanks for watching. Let us know your thoughts on DMC and leave your comments in the box below.
Okay, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like us on Facebook, or follow us on Twitter. This is GamerNerdz, and we're out.
We're out.